Hey everyone, it's Kat with the Verbal Abuse column at HealthyPlace. Today I want to talk about a topic that I found especially relevant in my verbally abusive relationship, and that is the topic of narcissism. So if you haven't heard of this before, essentially narcissism is when a person feels very large feelings of self-importance, and they are constantly in need of admiration, and they're very self-absorbed, and they have a very large lack of empathy. So they don't really think about the way that you're feeling or the way that what they're saying makes you feel. In my personal cases of verbal abuse, a lot of the abuse was targeting my physical appearance, the way that I ate, constantly reminding me to go to the gym, constantly reminding me that I should be looking better. And I think that this directly pointed to the fact that my partner had a case of narcissism. I think that this is also especially true for people in verbally abusive relationships, no matter what the abuse looked like, just because I think that lack of empathy, it may not be coming from a place of hatred, and it may not be coming from a place of love. It may just be coming from the fact that they have very specific, narrow expectations of what they want. And when it comes to being narcissistic, they're very selfish, and it doesn't really matter what you're feeling and what you're going through as long as they're getting what they want from you. So I think that it's especially important to recognize this in your relationships, because in my situation, it really helped me to depersonalize the verbal abuse, and it made me realize that there was nothing really wrong with me or my body and my physical appearance, and that this problem actually came from a personality trait that was toxic and unhealthy. So it became their personal problem and not mine, and that really helped my confidence in the long run, being able to separate the fact that this was not my problem to fix, it was theirs. So it made me feel better about myself, kind of identifying the fact that narcissism was present and that that was behind a lot of the verbal abuse. So I really hope that that's the case for you all. If you have any experience with narcissism, that you're able to maybe kind of justify where the verbal abuse could be coming from, and hopefully that gives you the confidence to step forward and maybe have a conversation with your partner, or to feel like you need to remove yourself from the relationship, because it is definitely not a healthy personality trait, and it definitely has nothing to do with you compared to the expectations that a verbally abusive narcissistic partner could have for you. So I really hope this video helps you at least be introduced to the idea of narcissism, and I hope that you are able to identify it and it's able to help you in some way if this is close to what you're experiencing. I'd love to hear your experiences with this. I'd love to hear your stories and your questions. Feel free to leave comments and visit my page for other blogs on the topic of recovering from verbal abusive relationships. Thanks!